even though it's dry, you can microwave it and it will be good enough to make some bomb arrow. All right, I'm just gonna go ahead and microwave my arrow, guys. So I'll put it in the microwave probably for like maybe 5 minutes. Now let's take a look at my arrow. I've been boiling it for 5 minutes now. Look at that. It's softer. It's definitely softer. It's not all the way soft, but remember that I'm still going to cook it in the pot. So here I can already get the smell of the arrow, you know. So from here, what I'll do is going to take a while for us to boil everything and get it ready. So I'm just going to sit it on the side and just place a lid over it or something, cover it up. And we'll just go ahead and just do the other things that we have to do. Boil the meat. Kanda is boiling. When I say boil, I really mean cook. I don't know why I'm using it like that, but we're going to cook the meat and the kanda till it's done. And that's going to take maybe an hour because I love my meat, as you know, to be well cooked. Okay, I don't want anything to be chewy and like hard to bite into. No. All right, guys, so now we've chopped up our meat here. We're going to rinse it and put in our pot over here. Add some salt, just salt, and maybe a little pepper, just so it's flavorful, you know. Yeah, just simple. Keep it simple for now. So yeah, so okay, guys, so my meat is done and my kanda is now done. So I'm going to go ahead and start from here on out. It shouldn't take much longer for the food to be completely done. We have the pot, we have some meat in here. I'm going to add the kanda in there as well. And then let's see what else. I don't have an order of adding things. We just put everything in there. Okay, guys, at this point I'm not really going by any order of adding things. All I have in the pot right now is the meat, and I'm just going to add everything together, like adding some crayfish, pepper, and palm oil, and then I'm going to go ahead and add 2 bags of spinach, and then I'm going to rinse my arrow, wash it, and add it to the pot. And I'm just going to be mixing everything together and tasting for salt and Maggi and making sure that it's exactly the mixture that I want. I also personally think it's a very good idea to cook on low heat, especially at this point, because you don't want to end up eating like burnt food, and it's very easy, especially for the kanda, to stick at the bottom of the pot. So I wouldn't put the temperature too high. So at this mixing stage, I put the heat on low. So I'm just mixing everything together, and then when I've mixed it and it's tasting how I want, then I can turn the heat up a little bit higher so everything can cook together and marinate to make the perfect arrow. I would say is a secret to making good arrow is just to let everything sit in the pot for a while and get to know each other, because the kanda continuously produces a certain what do you call it, like a collagen, like the skin produces a certain stickiness to it, so you need to let that cook for a while so that it starts to produce that broth, like it's broth that it makes kind of sticky. So when that comes out, it makes the kanda to be a bit softer, it makes it softer, so you need to let that cook for a while. And then you need to let the arrow stay, because the longer the arrow stays in the pot also, the more the flavor of the arrow comes out. So arrow is a meal, you don't have to rush it. Just take your time and just continue to stir it on the pot till it gets to the taste that you want. Add as much maggi as you need. Don't put too much, just put enough, but just build it up. Don't put too much and then you're like, oh my goodness, too much maggi or too much salt. So you want to start off little and then build it and let it cook for a while. Let everything come together. That's what, like, it's like a gumbo. You need to let it all come together. So you need to take your time when you're cooking your arrow. Don't rush it. You don't rush cooking arrow. You don't. Trust me, if you want to make a good pot of arrow, you need to let it sit on the pot for a while. Even the women who cook and sell back home, you see them, the pot is always on the fire. They're always continuously cooking it. It's like that arrow is never done. They're just cooking it, because the longer it sits in the pot, the more the flavor of everything that they put in the pot comes together. So there you have it. You're welcome. That's how you make good arrow.